Let's go find this poacher.
My God, that looks like a bloody expensive horse.
God! Go! Ka! Whoa, whoa. Hail Mary. I'm here on Gamekeeper Vostatek's authorization.
The gamekeeper, you say? What would he want from me?
I'm looking for a poacher in the area. Would you know anything about that?
Ah, I see. My wife can tell you more about that than me.
All right, thanks. I'll go and ask her right after.
Well, prepare yourself. She's got it all clear in her head from the first moment that she saw the tanner next door.
The tanner? Can you tell me any more?
Like what, exactly?
Why is your wife so set on the tanner?
I wish I knew. She never liked the look of him. Besides, he was always kind of secretive. And it's God's truth, he ain't short a coin.
Right, sure. And what do you think about the tanner?
He's an ordinary fella. Works all the hours God gives. He sells fine skins, even supplies the nobles. Buckskin, deerskin, goatskin. I said to myself, I wouldn't mind being a tanner. Looks like there's good coin in it, but my pa supplied everyone hereabouts with fish. And who else should carry it on but his son?
Do you think your wife's right about the poaching?
I don't have to see a thief on every corner. I'll leave that to the old woman. But to answer your question, no, I don't think it's him. But even if it is, it ain't no skin off my nose.
You were talking about fine quality hides. Do you know where the tanner gets them?
Like all the others, I suppose. From the gamekeeper or from farmers who've slaughtered animals. I couldn't say for sure, I don't talk to him. You'll have to ask him yourself.
I'll certainly do that. Thanks. That's all.
Take care.
Vostatek charged me with rooting out the poacher causing trouble round here. Have you seen or heard anything suspicious?
You bet I have. The tanner's the poacher.
That's a serious accusation. Are you sure he's the poacher?
I'm sure. He earns much too much coin for an ordinary tanner.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean he's poaching, though.
He's rolling in it. He can't have that from honest work. Why else would he head off into the forest every other week, eh? If it ain't him, it's someone in league with him. Someone who lives in Witch's Copse.
Witch's Copse?
There's a path behind our outhouse. If you go along it for a while, you'll come to a cross in the forest. And north of that, there's this big clearing. And Witch's Copse is beyond that. Folk are afraid to go there. It's guarded by old pagan idols.
Interesting. Have you got any proof that the tanner is poaching?
Did you see all them hides?
The tanner's a tanner. So he has hides. What of it?
Exactly. You saw he ain't afraid of putting them on show. Even buckskin. He knows if he puts them on show, nobody'll question it. He wouldn't be so suspicious. But you know what I'd like to know? What's he got hidden in his workshop, eh? Apart from hides.
Have you ever seen the tanner poaching with your own two eyes?
I haven't actually seen him, but I'm quite sure it's him. I just know it. I'll gladly confirm it, even to a judge.
I'm afraid that won't be enough when there's no material proof. Where does your hatred for the tanner come from?
I beg your pardon? You come here asking questions, and you're impertinent to boot.
Sorry, I didn't mean it to sound bad.
Is there an 11th commandment? That I have to love every vagabond who moves in next door? I couldn't give a damn about him, if you want to know. He lives like a king, and he never done us any good. And he's always making nasty faces at me, like, Ha ha. Look at you, you beggar.
I understand. He's a bastard.
Aye.
So the tanner does well out of his trade?
Does well. He's on the pig's back. And no one ever made that kind of coin out of tanning hides. It'd be a miracle if he wasn't guilty.
Or maybe he's just very skilled.
Skilled my arse, you numbskull. He's a puffed-up idiot, a botcher, and a bastard.
That'll be all. Thanks.
Be sure and check him out. And don't forget he's a crook.
I'll bear that in mind. Thanks for the advice and all the information.
You're quite welcome. Justice must be done. Take care, my friend.
Let's see his house. A bit of lock picking. Cream. I'll take sausage for my boy. No evidence here. How about this one? Very hard. Is there another way in? Oh, I love this. There is another way in. Inspect.
The fella's got a lot of trophies for a tanner. We'll have to have a chat about that.
Should I confiscate the evidence? Nah, too hard. What was that perk? When sneaking, your movement speed will be 15% faster. I'm gonna close this so that they don't get suspicious.
I'm trying to track down a poacher who's hunting around here, and I found antlers at your place. Lots of antlers. What can you tell me about that? You didn't see that coming, did you?
I'm
sure you've got some nice lies prepared, but they won't do you any good. Let's hear it then, Tanner. Or should I call you Poacher?
No, that's not how it is. I'm no poacher. I admit I make a bit of extra coin from better quality hides, but that's all. I never poach nothing.
So how'd you explain it? They'd envy your antler collection even at Trotsky Castle. Where did you get them all?
There's this fella. He came to me a while back and told me he'd have goods to sell, and that we'd both make some coin out of it. So we made a deal.
What did this fella look like?
Just a normal bloke, youngish, dressed like anyone.
Can't you be any more specific than that?
No. But he didn't look like a poacher. He didn't have a bow or anything.
Well, that's a great fucking help. And do you meet this fella regularly?
No, I only saw him the once. When he came to see me, we agreed it would be better not to meet.
So you haven't seen him since then?
No.
Where can I find the poacher? I heard he hunts somewhere to the north, in the forests around the pond.
I don't know exactly. I didn't want no one to see us together, so I came up with the idea of a stash in the woods. It works like a charm. We have a place in the woods where he leaves the hides and I leave him money. I check it every few days and take the hides.
And where is this stash of yours?
Well, it's just a hole in the woods with a cover.
Right, and where is it?
Northwest from my house. And there's an old resting place with a wrecked cart. There's a stream runs past it, and a few paces above it there's some boulders and a fallen tree. That's where you'll find it.
Have you noticed anything suspicious around the stash? Something that might lead to his camp?
I don't know. I don't go wandering in the woods. Mostly I'm here. Sometimes I go to the market to sell goods.
And do you have any idea where I might find him?
His camp must be somewhere north of our stash. There's a path that leads into the forest. He marked the path with some signs. I wanted to go along the path once, but it's so damn twisty I'd end up getting lost. But this fella surely uses it for a good reason.
I suppose I'll just have to find him myself. That should do. I'm going after the poacher. I'll start with that stash.
I'd be glad if you didn't mention it to Vostatek.
We'll see. But you better not be lying to me. It could have unpleasant consequences for you. And you can be sure that Vostatek will be the first to know about it.
Hide and hair. Pike. Can I tell the wife that she was right?
God bless you.
No.
You ever kind master, eh, Mutt?
Quick!
Whoa!
There's a nice boat here. Another figure here. Boat with figure here. Crayfish. There's a stash. Poacher gear. You've perfected your feint to the point that it's very difficult for even an experienced warrior to respond to it. When you wear plate armor, you get a bonus to charisma ranging from 1 to 4. When you're outnumbered in a fight, your stamina will recover 20% faster. Your craftsmanship level will count as 3 levels higher during blacksmithing, and all sword-like weapons will get 25% less damaged in combat. If you successfully wound an opponent by a strike to uncovered zone, it will be more difficult for opponent to block from subsequent attacks. Opening strike 2, I'll take that. Let's take this one as well. Unarmed. The harder they fall. I'll take this. And experience. If you don't move for 2 or more seconds while aiming, your stamina will drain slower. And your shot will be 15% stronger. There's the mark on the tree.
Here's another camp, and I bet that fella can tell me something about it. Nice camp. All these hides and gutted deer.
Eh? Fucking hell!
Gamekeeper Vostatek has been looking for you.
What does he want? The garlic I harvest here?
He wants us to go and see the Troskovitz bailiff together.
I ain't going. I'd rather croak out here in the forest. So keep your distance.
Listen, I want to give you a chance to think again about what you're doing here. You may have had a good run, but that's over now. So take it like a man and stop talking bollocks about garlic.
Kurva. So it really is all over.
We're going to see the bailiff.
All right.
I've got another poaching lowlife for you. He chose the forest round Vidlak Pond.
No, please!
It's too late for begging. You're for the noose. Scum.
Well, thank you.
Aye, aye, you silly doggy. Look what I have for you.
Houndmaster 18. If your dog inflicts a bleeding wound on an enemy, the bleeding will accelerate and they will fall sooner.
Quick! Quick! Ka!
Whoa!
It's time you all heard the truth. We've survived drought.
Whoa!
To you.
Willkommen! Komm herein! Wie geht's, mein Freund?
What do you have?
Okay, he has money. He got his money back.
Let's talk about the How's this?
That's quite a... Why? Das war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen.
Ja. Oh, see all that filth, but we know.
Whoa!
Greetings. What do you need?
Did you get your money back?
What do you...
You did.
Maybe next time. How can I...
Repair?
Thank you kindly. And come again, friend.
I want to repair this. These have some nice charisma.
I'd like to discuss the...
Sure.
Do we have a deal?
Look. I'm... Great. Come back anytime, friend.
Okay, you go on a horse. I'll equip you. You can go on a horse. You can go on a horse. You go on a horse.
What do you need?
Sure.
Everything else? Gets sold.
Word about the...
Sure. We're getting close. I was glad to be of help to you.
value your life. Stop drinking. Alcohol is the scourge of mankind.
Easy!
The devil's temptation. Look at me. I used to spend all day and night in the tavern, drinking away all my money. My wife couldn't stand the sight of me. And my
Time you all heard the truth. We've survived drought. We've survived flood.
Is this your first time riding a horse, you moron?
Failed harvest.
Quick! Quick!
Gonna stop quickly at blacksmith to repair stuff.
Ka!
Then go at huntsman.
Quick!
Do more quests.
Ka!
Horseman 20 and perk points. Head start 1 and 2.
Ka! Ka! Ka!
Whoa!
I need agility for this.
Good day, sir.
This could use...
Repair the weapon, helmet, and curious.
Let's talk about the...
Well,
900. Wow.
What would you say to...
well, if you off... Aye. Excellent. You made a fine... purchase, good sir.
Selling these two, selling this. Gonna sell this.
Let's talk about the...
Well,
Is this enough?
that sounds real. Aye. I'm glad you found what you were looking
Awesome.
for, sir.
Let's go, Pebbles. We have quests to do.
Quick!
get out of here right now.
Unless... I fight some bandits. Who are you? They're bandits.
You fucked up now, arsehole.
Sick! Come here!
You won't get away
March!
from that bastard!
Weak cockerel. Warhammer. At night, you have +2 bonus to strength, agility, vitality, and 3 on stealth. It's easier for you to convince others the nice way. You gain +2 to persuasion, impression, and presence. People are also more likely to try to solve crimes with you in person rather than going straight for the guard. But beware, the more dangerous you look, the more likely they still choose to go for the guard instead.
Quick!
How can I help you?
What do you have for sale? I'd like to do...
Well... Aye. I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Okay, quest time. For real. For real this time.
Quick!
God!
Quick! Gah!
Greetings to you.
I took care of that poacher. He's in the hands of the bailiff now.
Excellent. Who was this crook?
Some arsehole pretending he was there picking garlic.
Lovely. Here's the reward I promised. And now I'll drink to it, I reckon. We can both have a little celebration. What do you say?
I think I'll leave that up to you. You've had more practice than me.
You're good.
Is there anything more I can help you with?
I don't need anything more from you.
And is there some other gamekeeper around?
Lad, the only proper gamekeeper around here is me. But Nabokov has a gamekeeper too. You could try him.
Uh-huh. And what's his name?
Varel, as in Varel. Go and see him.
Where does he live?
Close to Nebokov Mill. He's got a cottage on a hill and his eye on the surroundings. We're both having trouble with this. How to say it? This ghost. So it might be worth talking about if it's still troubling him.
Well, you got me curious. Thanks for the tip.
Mutt! You silly mutt. Look what I have for you. You're my doggy, eh? Here you go. Take it. Aye, aye. You silly doggy. Look what I have for you.
Where's this guy now? All the way there. Well, I'm gonna visit Taylor then to sell stuff.
Gah!
And then do that quest.
Quick! Quick! Quick!
How many times do I have to
Go! Quick!
Ow!
Gah!
What? Hey there, youngster! It's good to see you again.
Hey, it's Riddler again.
Likewise. What can I do for you?
If you lend me a little time and a listening ear, I have another riddle for you. What do you say?
I say yes. Absolutely.
Happenstance has thrust us together again.
So, what's it going to be this time?
If you can spare a while, I have another riddle for you. A trickier one this time.
Tell me where you're from.
Ah, right. You're the nosy one. I'm sort of from everywhere. I wander here and there, never staying anywhere for long.
And where did your journey begin?
Believe it or not, in Prague. Aye, lad. It's a city like no other.
Do you really just wander the world? No fixed abode?
Aye, I do. Always walking, sometimes hobbling, occasionally having a sit or a lie down, even the odd tumble. But so far, I've always managed to get back up.
A harder riddle, you say? Let's hear it then.
That first riddle was just a test. Just to practice. How about a wager? To make it more interesting. Even a poor vagrant like me has to eat. What do you say?
Why not? I'm happy to bet.
Listen carefully. Once upon a time, there was a fool of a farmer. Family he had none, no stable boys either. So he talked to his animals instead. And, good man that he was, whenever he made a groschen or two, he shared it with them according to his own rules. Every hen in the coop was paid 5 groschen. Every bee in the hive, 15. And the spider in the loft bagged a full 20 groschen. And now you tell me, how much did the cat get?
10 for a cat.
10 groschen.
Exactly! 2.5 groschen for each leg.
What happened to the farmer in the end?
They never said. But I reckon he went to the dogs. You have just the 2 legs, to be sure. But you guessed right, so you earned your wager back. I can give you my stake on top, or I can tell you a bit about my life as a vagabond. How about that?
I'd be glad to hear about your adventures.
Would you care for stories from my travels or tales from the tavern?
What have you to tell me from your travels?
When the sun is up, go wherever you like. But when the day is done, don't stray into the woods or off the beaten track. Nowadays, there are folks everywhere just waiting to fleece you, be they noble or peasant. And those scoundrels tend to frequent the paths that are off the beaten track.
Yes, I do believe I've come across a fair few people like that.
And lived to tell the tale. Long may it last. Farewell!
Ja! Ja! Quick! Ja! Ja! Quick!
What will it be?
What do you have for...
He doesn't have money. So I'll take this. Or 2.
Let's talk about the
That sounds... Finally. Thank you, sir. Come again.
No, thank you.
Go!
Whoa!
What about this quest tipster?
Whoa!
Good day.
Good afternoon.
What's the latest news, innkeeper?
Nothing much, fortunately, and I hope it stays that way.
Quick! Quick! Ja! Quick! Quick! Ja!
Whoa!
Wow, even when you go slow, you get bonked. Pebbles, come down. And... oh, I love it. Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Whoa!
This place looks so nice. The back of mill.
Whoa! Whoa!
You silly mutt. Look what I have for you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Can I spend the night here?
Well, I dunno. This isn't an inn.
I'll pay you well, if you let me spend the night here every now and then.
But all I have is an old straw mattress, sir.
That's enough for me, and I'll pay you well. Let's agree on a price. Do you accept?
Look, offer a bit more and we can make a deal. Good.
Where should I lie down?
It'll be best to sleep in the attic of our hunting lodge. There's a small house on the hillside above the road. Farewell, sir.
Milady.
Can't be here.
Wow, this looks so good.
What would you like, friend?
Show me your wares.
Nothing to your liking, sir.
What would you like?
Show me your wares.
I hope you find what you're looking for next time, sir.
Survival perk point. Your arrows and bolts have better ballistic properties, so they fly faster, travel farther, and have more penetration.
Good day to you.
God be with you.
Good afternoon, sir.
What do you have for sale?
What can you do, sir? Maybe next time, then.
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
Where should I lie down?
It'll be best to sleep in the attic of our hunting lodge.
Gamekeeper Vostatek from Takov sent me here.
You were sent by Vostatek?
Yes. He hired me to find and catch poachers in his forests. That job's done, so he sent me to you. He said there's something I could help you with. He was talking about some ghost?
Nice. You might actually be useful then. What's your name?
Henry.
I'm Varel, the gamekeeper in these parts. But I suppose you know that. The lad who helps me told me a while ago about this ghost you mentioned. But I'll tell you about that after you help me with those bastards infesting my forests. What do you say? Will you do it?
Aye. I just need to know some details.
Sure. Ask away.
How do you know you've got poachers here?
The usual. There's been less and less game, and there's always a reason for that. I thought at first it might be them wolves that are rampaging there too, but I found some remains. It's a poacher, all right.
How can you tell?
There were knife cuts on the bones, not marks of wolves' fangs.
Where do these bastards of yours usually hunt?
The first one has been poaching Troskovitz, the graveyard site. Now we've started patrolling there, he's pulled back to Slatigo, somewhere to the east of the graveyard, and we ain't too keen to go there.
Why's that?
The place is cursed. And on top of that, it's swarming with wolves. You know that half-built cottage in Slatigo?
That must be deep in the forest, right?
The previous gamekeeper started building it, but he didn't finish it. He kicked the bucket before he could go on his first round. I've been gamekeeper here since then, and I don't intend to end up like him.
Bostatek was moaning his forests are full of the vermin, but I only looked for 2. How many do you think you've got here?
I have my suspicions about 3 places, and poachers always work alone, so I reckon it's an unholy trinity.
Do you know of anyone near Slatigo who could help me?
Try asking Ignatius, the Troskovitz gravedigger. Maybe he saw someone around there and can point you in the right direction.
Good idea. Right. I reckon that's all I need.
Good luck. It was good to see you, my friend.
Quick! Quick! Die! Die!
Whoa!
Aye, aye, you silly doggy. Ka! Ka! Ka!
Whoa! Whoa!
God, that looks like a bloody expensive horse.
Pebbles, did you hear that? Nice, nice. I love that they react differently ever since Pebbles upgraded.
Don't be shy, seeing as how we know each other now.
What do you have for me this time?
How about I tease you with another riddle? What do you say?
Now I'm more interested in you. What did you do before you started your wayfaring?
I've been a wayfarer my whole life. I haven't always been on my own, though.
You had a companion?
You bet I did. He was my best mate.
What became of him?
Wolves got him. Tore him apart. Poor fella. I tried to save him. Even took him to a Sawbones. But now he's up there chasing celestial rabbits.
Chasing rabbits? What kind of friend was this?
A dog. Wag, I called him. I got him as a pup. He was the runt of the litter. They'd have drowned him if I hadn't taken him. I taught him to beg, roll over, snatch men's hats, and shake paws with the girls. We were welcomed wherever we went. A couple of tricks would earn us something to eat and drink. Sometimes they'd let us bed down in the barn. With him gone, all I'm left with are my riddles and a few drinking yarns.
Is it safe on the roads?
If you know how to handle yourself. I travel alone. I certainly look nothing like a noble. I don't have so much as a donkey, and I'm not much of a swordsman either. But I'm not dead yet. I mean, who'd rob and kill a waster like me?
The riddle sounds good. Go ahead.
Great! But before I do, last time you got the better of me, so I'd like the chance to return the compliment. Let's bet again! Do you agree?
Maybe Lady Luck will shine on me. I accept.
All right, now pay attention. Jaromir the coachman hailed from Raborsh. One morning he set off for Kuttenberg with an empty coach. 3 lads boarded in Bohonovitz. When he arrived in Boyisht, one of the boys got out and a washerwoman took his place. In Horshan, the washerwoman went on her way and a peddler and his daughter boarded. In Pshitoke, the remaining lads alighted and took the peddler's daughter with them. And straight away, 2 fishermen got in. And on reaching Kuttenberg that evening, they invited the coachman to the bathhouse and got pig drunk. And now you tell me, what was the coachman's name?
Jaromir.
That's right. There's no fooling you. You've won the bet. And I'll be sure to remember you have a sharp mind.
I was just lucky, that's all.
But before I pay you, I'll ask you again. What would you prefer? Some extra coin or another story from my travels?
I'm all ears.
All ears, you say? This is tough. So much to choose from. You know what herbs are used to brew up medicinal concoctions? A herbalist once showed me. Gather some marigolds and nettles. Boil the nettles, but just crush the marigold and add it at the end. Marigold broth, she called it.
But I already know how to make that.
Well, that's a pity. It's the only concoction she taught me. She said it would be enough. But that's not to say you learnt nothing, is it? Travel safe, and perhaps our paths will cross again sometime. God be with you.
Go! God! God! Go! God! God!
Whoa!
Dragonfly. snorter.
God bless.
I'm Henry. And you must be the local gravedigger, right?
Ignatius, master of the sod, at your service. Looking for a final resting place, are you? Or do you need to bury a dead goat?
I'm more interested in the grave-digging profession as a whole.
Ah, once you try it, you'll never want to do nothing else till the day you die.
You got a big cemetery here. Pretty nice, too.
Ain't it? But being the gravedigger, I'll never have a place of my own here. They'll throw me by the wall like a dog and bury me without ceremony. But when I'm dead, I won't care. If it was up to me, I'd even bury the suicides in hallowed ground. We're all equal before death and the Lord. This game of better and worse places of final rest don't count for nothing.
What's the story with the dead people?
The story? They're dead. What more is there to tell?
But you said there's been a lot of people dying around here recently, right?
Well, it ain't usual for people to get off by the cartload out here in the sticks, if you ask me. What do you reckon?
I don't know. Hadn't really thought about it that way.
That might be the reason then, hey?
What?
Look, I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying there's a lot of people dying. If things keep up like this, I'll be out of work in no time. There'll be no one left to bury.
Being a gravedigger must be a lonely job, eh? What are your duties?
Funny a young lad like you is so interested in grave digging. Not something you see every day.
Well, I'm only asking. No real reason.
That figures. Youngsters these days wouldn't know hard work if it bit 'em on the arse. It's no wonder I can't find any help.
Are you offering me a job?
No. I'm giving you a warning. You ain't cut out for this trade.
And how do you know that?
You've got that look. I can spot it a mile away.
Could you be more specific?
You just aren't cut out for it, and that's that. A gravedigger needs passion. A sense of duty ain't enough. It's a service, a labour of love, and the meaning of life all in one, lad.
But seriously, Ignatius, tell me about yourself.
Gravedigger, knacker, snorter's constant companion, and lover of colourful sunsets, all in one man.
You've nearly got more titles than the Emperor himself.
Well, I have been doing it for almost 40 years now. The bailiff pays me well, in coin and sometimes in goods.
Sounds appealing.
Not all that glitters is gold, lad. A gravedigger's got it hard, and so does a knacker. I pick up dead animals on the side of the road. That's the knacker's job. You could say, I have a knack for it. That's why people say I'm unclean. If I had children, they wouldn't be allowed to marry anyone besides an executioner or a gravedigger. It's so ingrained in folk. A fella takes care of things they wouldn't want to handle themselves, and this is how they repay him. Can't even go to the tavern no more.
Have you been a gravedigger your whole life? Have you ever thought of changing your trade?
I did think about it once, if I'm honest. I wanted to be a knacker in Yitchin, but some fool with friends in high places got the job, though he can't even tell a shovel from a spade. That really pissed me off, so I said, fuck it. Why would I want to dig graves for people who don't appreciate my craft?
So you've always been here otherwise?
And what of it? Do you think I get bored here? Not recently, I don't. But I think I told you that already.
I'm not from these parts, and I've seen a few conciliation crosses around here. What do they mean?
The same as where you come from, I reckon. They mark spots where the sins of man came to be regretted later.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
Aye, like when a fella buries an axe in someone's head over something stupid and then comes to regret it. Or if the law sees to it that he regrets it. The sinner then has to erect a conciliation cross to mark the site of his evil deed.
Where does he get the cross from?
Where do you think? From me.
You're in charge of that too? Stone cutting?
I know how to cut a cross out of stone. And what of it? With the soft sandstone around here, it's child's play.
So they're all your work?
I wish. I've only sold 2 or 3 recently. Most of these here are right old. You might find a few stories about them in the village chronicle what's kept at the rat house. All I know is a young fella once jumped off the cliffs near Takoff, and folks say the place is cursed.
Do you know any more stories?
Aye, I do, but I'm not telling you any. I'm not an old fishwife.
Unfortunately, I had to bury both my parents recently.
My condolences, lad.
Thank you. I just don't know if it was done right.
Did you witness their deaths?
Unfortunately. They were killed in front of my eyes.
Oh, I understand that's never easy. But if you closed their eyes and buried them in consecrated ground, you've nothing to worry about.
I dug their grave next to our smithy. We didn't have a church in our village.
Well, that can't be avoided sometimes. Don't let it bother you. As long as you picked the spot with good intentions, that's all that matters. I'm certain their souls went straight to heaven. You needn't worry. You did everything right, lad.
I'm looking for a poacher in this area. Have you seen anything suspicious?
Not a poacher, I'm afraid, but more wolves than you can shake a stick at. It's mighty odd how many of them are wandering around here. I wouldn't be surprised if it was down to some sloppy poaching.
Any idea where I should take a look?
Right behind the cottage, there's a little path lined with boulders leading towards Slatigo. Follow it into the woods and take a look there. The Slatigo forest ain't that thick, so you won't get lost. It's nothing but rocks, really.
Thanks.
God be with you, sir.
God be with you. Do you have some treasure map? Mortuary chest key. Wow.
You have a kind master, eh? Right.
I'm just gonna explore a little bit.
Who left the door open?
You? Map left by the deceased. Go, 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 go. Must have been the wind. So what's this map? Another map for Zhelyov. So north of here. Somewhere here.
Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
Lord be with you.
Whoa!
Strong potion. Marigold.
That must be the unfinished cottage Varel was talking about. Damnation!
What's up, Mutt? Map. Key, probably for that chest.
This is the poacher's camp for sure. Only there's no one here, and it looks like nobody's been here for quite some time. That's odd. I must have a look around.
Weak Bane.
Search. It looks like the poacher was attacked by wolves in his hideout. He tried to flee. I chased him down. Oh well. I'd better report it to the gamekeeper. I've got some evidence if he wants it.
Heal!
Here you go. Take it.
Whoa!
You've no business here. You see, it didn't even hurt.
Whoa! Whoa!
Quick! Quick! Ka! Ka! Quick! Go!
Whoa!
Good day.
What are you doing here?
Praise be Jesus.
Like a child. Go and whistle somewhere.
Slowly. Nice and slow. Go! Quick!
So me and Nicholas went upstairs, but at that moment, the sexton came. He said he saw everything, and if he didn't get at least a kiss, he'd squeal on us both.
He blackmailed you like that? Phooey!
I know, right? And me kiss a badger like him? That's a double phooey. Fortunately, it was really dark, so when he tried it, I pushed Nicholas into his path.
Triple phooey!
Oh, aye. The poor sweetie wasn't too thrilled, but the sexton won't be bothering me anymore.
Triple Dewey! Love it.
You, stop!
How are you?
Very well. Thanks for asking. Fancy a chat?
I can't. I'm in a hurry.
Oh, I get it. Not a word for the likes of me. Who have we here now? Foreigner! Die, German dog!
Wait! You're a dead man! You know that!
I've been waiting for you!
Ka! Go!
Whoa!
Greetings to you.
God be with you. What would you like?
What do you have for sale? Let's talk about the price.
Aye. Thank you. And a good day to you, friend.
Greetings. Do you need something?
I've got news about that poacher that you sent me to catch.
And? Did you catch him?
Not exactly.
What does that mean?
Well, you know how you said this poacher leaves a mess behind?
I know, the weasel. That really makes my blood boil.
Anyway, that's how the wolves sniffed him out. He didn't stand a chance against them. There wasn't much left of him, but I brought at least this as proof.
Show me. A hunting knife. This knife will be no use to him now. But still, no one deserves such a fate, getting ripped to pieces by wolves. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to grieve over him.
You said something about a ghost. Will you tell me what that's all about?
Hold your horses. All in good time. If you help with another poacher, I'll tell you the whole story about the ghost. Or are you tired of walking through our beautiful forests?
Oh, leave it out. Tell me about the next poacher.
What do you want to know?
What should I do with him? Arrest him and take him to Troskovitz?
If some wild beast doesn't mete out justice first, aye. If he's not willing, force him. But make sure he's not too battered.
Yeah, I understand. There's a lot of poachers on the rampage here, aren't there? Is there anything different about this one?
This poacher is operating on a big scale.
A big scale?
He's killing so much game that he must be selling it somewhere. It's much more than he could use himself. Only, to prove anything, I'd have to grill all the innkeepers in the area. They wouldn't tell me anything anyway.
Where does this one hunt? Any idea where I should go looking?
A stone's throw from here, in the woods around Samine Pond.
Christ, that's right here under your nose.
I don't like going into them forests, to tell the truth. Even though they're nice and close, there's something not right about them. The game is often frightened. He uses that to his advantage. Maybe Miller Crazel knows something. The poacher operates near his mill, after all.
Good idea. I'll ask him. Thanks. I'll go and find him.
Good luck. Farewell.
Quick!
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Quick! Ka! Go!
Yeah, the place by the Zherovka Strait.
Hey! You there!
What's going on? Do tell.
All right. Let's talk it over. Hey, do you have anything to eat? I haven't eaten for such a long time, and I know you'll be happy to share.
Of course.
See now? Now be on your way.
Thank you. I reckon I'll sleep well tonight.
Whoa! Whoa!
What's that? God bless you, pilgrim. It's never too late for a good deal.
I'm interested in this.
You...
Are you going far, Goodman?
Well, define far. Enough to be apprehensive, huh? You know how it is. If you as much as stick your nose out the door these days, someone will punch it.
I see you're in no danger, though. Fully armed with bonhomie.
Yes, well, mercifully, we apothecaries haven't any enemies. Who would bite the hand that's relieving their pain, eh?
You say you're skilled in the art of healing?
Well, I'm no physician, but I do know my ointments for whatever ails you. For ulcers, salvation, beauty. Wenzel Torwart, Master Apothecary, at your service. Of the famed establishment in Turnau. Hey, hey!
Where are you coming from?
I was paying my respects to my brother Oswald in Kuttenberg when I was called away on a case.
What case would that be?
Ah, well, by all accounts, it was an unsavory affair. A young girl murdered, only for her to up and bolt from the mortuary.
What? Are you serious?
Primo, she was never actually dead. Secundo, it was poison that placed her in that death-like state. Et tandem tertiam et finale. She brought it upon herself. So, as I say, it's an unsavory business when a young girl is driven out of her senses by a philandering nobleman.
Do you have anything interesting to sell?
If it's herbs you're after, or alchemy you're interested in, then you're welcome to take a look. Wie schade.
Excuse me.
Lord.
Good day.
Greetings to you.
Can I spend the night here?
Well, I don't know. This isn't an inn.
I'll pay you well, if you let me spend the night here every now and then.
I'll let you sleep on the hay for a couple of groschen.
Let's agree on a price. Satisfied?
You really won't convince me like this. Very well. Feel free to sleep on the hay, but don't go wandering around my home.
Where should I lie down?
Well, it's best if you sleep upstairs behind the chimney. Go up the stairs to the next floor and then climb the ladder to the attic. That's where you'll find it.
See you soon, my friend.
My God, you're all covered in blood.
What's the purpose of that pen? I see you're not grazing livestock there.
Indeed we're not, friend. That's where we learn how to fist fight.
Fist fight? How come?
Why do you think? It's a pretty handy thing to know, and it's 100 times better than sitting on your arse all day.
Does the miller know about this?
Crazel? He came up with the idea, mate. Hey, fancy having a go?
And how do these fights work?
Nothing to it. You put aside your weapons and armour, challenge one of us, and hop in the pen. And from there on, it's pretty clear, I suppose.
Would you mind explaining the rules once again?
You put down your gear, challenge someone, and then beat the shit out of the other fella in the pen. You get it now?
And who takes part in these bouts?
Well, the first is of course me. If you manage to beat me, you can try Malik. He ain't as fast as me, but he's got a stronger punch. And if Malik ain't tough enough for you, there's always Vera. He'd tear you to shreds.
I'd love to try these bouts of yours. Shall we?
Wait a mo. First you need to get permission from the miller.
Crazel? Why's that?
He's the one who came with the idea and made it work. He's looking for a champion among us for the Zheleyov tavern fights. There, they have proper brawls. Not like here. Farewell.
Blessings to you.
Where should I lie down?
Well, it's best if you sleep upstairs, behind the chimney. Go up the stairs to the next floor, and then climb the ladder to the attic. That's where you'll find it.
I hear you let your hands fight each other. Could I have a go too?
Who told you about that?
Hensel told me. He said I can join if you allow it.
Hensel did? What a blabbermouth.
So can I join in?
Well, all right, since you already know about it. Them three slackers of mine ain't exactly had their finest hour in Zheleyov. Maybe they could learn something from you.
To Zheleyov, you say?
Aye. Once in a while, I send my strongest hand there to test his mettle against the locals. He earns a few groschen, and I sleep better at night when folk around know I have a hulk of a man like that here.
And if I beat your hands, would you send me to Zheleyov? I could also use those groschen.
We'll see. You ain't beaten no one yet.
Gamekeeper Varel told me there's a poacher in the forest near the pond. Know anything about him? I'm trying to track him down. And I thought, since it's your neck of the woods...
All there is in Lower Samine Forest is the lair, my storehouse. It's on the south side of the pond, somewhere near the middle of the woods. Don't snoop around there too much. But if there's some poacher working there, must be even further south from the lair, somewhere on the hill there.
Thanks. I'll search deeper in the forest.
See you soon, my friend.
Look what I have for you.
I'll fist fight that guy later.
Whoa! Whoa!
I'll talk to everyone later. Let's see the poacher quest.
Quick! Whoa! 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 Go! Whoa! Oh. Someone's making camp here, but it looks like a bandit's camp. This is definitely evidence.
Silver cross. Easy mutt.
Alert! To arms! Cough up the coin, and maybe you'll live to see another day.
Wait. Let's just talk it over, eh?
What the hell is there to talk about? I think I made myself clear. Pay up, and I'll let you go.
I'm not giving you anything.
Enough! I give up!
You're not going anywhere until I say so.
Let me go. Please.
There'll be no mercy. Fight!
Attack! Come and help us! Kurva! I'm wounded!
This is definitely evidence.
Huh? What was that? Hmm? Nice try, you whoreson! I yield! Mercy!
Fuck you, whoreson! Attack! Come and help us!
Mercy! Leave me be!
Let me go, please!
There'll be no mercy. Fight!
Attack! Everyone, get over here!